Congress must pass the Save America Act. The only reason you wouldn't do it is you want to cheat because your policies are so bad and your candidates are so pathetic that you can't get away or can't get elected any other way.
If you care about your right to vote, you need to know about the SAVE Act.
That's what the bill does. Proof of citizenship and photo ID to vote.
It could disenfranchise millions of Americans and severely limit how you could register to vote and cast a ballot. How? 146 million American citizens don't have a passport. 21 million American citizens don't have easy access to a birth certificate or naturalization papers. 69 million women do not have a birth certificate that matches their married name. And the bill goes further than simply requiring proof of citizenship to register to vote. The bill would also require a strict form of photo ID to cast a ballot for the first time in federal elections. Nearly 21 million Americans also don't have a current driver's license, and only certain kinds of IDs would count. Student IDs wouldn't. Most tribal IDs wouldn't either. This would disproportionately impact young voters and voters of color. It also requires states to hand over their voter rolls to the federal government. The bill would also require that voters show their papers in person at an elections office. This would effectively end online registration, mail registration, and voter registration drives. And not just for new registrants, but every time someone updates their registration. Roughly 80 million people register or re-register every election cycle, and only 6% registered at an elections office. Although the bill is promoted by Republicans, it could most harm right-leaning constituencies. A study of the 30 largest counties in the U.S. by area found that voters would be forced to travel 4.5 hours round trip to reach their elections office. Some voters might have to travel as far as 8 hours to register to vote. This means that rural, oftentimes conservative voters could have to travel across 2 states and pay as much as $75 in gas money to show their documentation to an election official. And what are we safeguarding our elections from in the first place? 20. The number of suspected non-citizens found in an audit of Georgia voter rolls out of 8.2 million registered voters. 9. The number of suspected non-citizens found in an audit of North Carolina voter rolls out of 7.7 million registered voters. 30. The number of suspected non-citizens found in a survey of 42 jurisdictions totaling 23 million people, including 8 of the 10 areas with the highest populations of non-citizens. That represents 0.0001% of total votes. SAVE would complicate voting for millions of Americans, Democrats and Republicans alike, based on a virtually non-existent problem.